Good afternoon. I have the pleasure to introduce one of our B2 students, Camilo Franco. He's going to talk about a very interesting topic today. So please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Camilo Franco. I'm a student at ILC Institute, currently at B2 level. And today I'm going to talk about something that affects all of us, that is social media and its impact on communication. Okay. Have you ever wondered how much our way of talking to each other has changed because of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok? Just think about how often we check our phone for messages, likes, comments, or posts, etc. So, in this presentation, I will discuss the social media's positive and negative effects on communication, how it has transformed our relationships, and what the future might look like. Okay, I would like to start explaining a little bit how was the communication in the past. Since Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876, communication has transformed significantly. The telephone enabled real-time voice communicate conversations and making long-distance interactions easier. As well, the radio and television allow mass communication and spreading news and entertainment. After that, with the technological advancement, the internet and mobile phone introduced emails, SMS, and instant messaging, leading to social media platforms that connect people worldwide instantly, changing how we interact, share information, and build relationships. Um, you must be wondering what exactly a social media is. A social media is a digital space that enables users to create, share, and interact with online content. It facilitates communication between individuals and organizations through text, images, or videos. Its use spans entertainment, education, and marketing influencing society through algorithms that personalize the user experience. Mm, Social media has completely changed the way we communicate. First of all, it has made communication faster and easier. Uh, Faster and easier. We no longer have to wait to receive a call, an email, or a letter. In just a second, we can send a message. In instant messaging apps like Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp, we can have real-time conversations with anyone, anywhere in the world. Another big change is the way we express ourselves. Before we only had words, but now we use emojis, GIFs, and memes to communicate feelings or reaction. For example, a simple thumbs up can mean agreement, while a laughing face can replace words entirely. Social media has gives us the choice between public and private communication. Right? We can interact with a wide audience by posting on our profile, commenting on a video or sharing a story. But at the same time, we can have private conversations through direct messages. Even companies now use social media for customer service, making communication between businesses and customers more direct. And social media has many advantages. One of the biggest is that it connects people worldwide. Thanks to social media platforms, family and friends can stay in touch even if they live far apart. Also, people who have lost contact can find each other again. Another benefit is that it promotes awareness and education. Platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter help spread knowledge and gives professional opportunities to network. Many people even use social media to learn new languages and or develop new skills through online communities and tutorials. And social media has also played a key role in social movements and activism. Hashtags like MeToo and climate change campaigns have made it possible for people to raise awareness and support important causes. Thanks to those social media platforms, the individuals can share their opinions and participate in global conversations. Uh, Despite all the benefits, social media has negative effects as well. One of the main problems is that it has reduced face-to-face interactions. People now spend more time on their phones than talking to others in person. This can make relationships feel less personal, and even lead to social isolation. Another issue is the miscommunication and the spread of fake news. Without body language or tone of voice, some messages can easily be misunderstood. For example, a short text like "okay" might seem neutral to one person, but rude to another. Also, miscommunication expressed quickly on social media, making it difficult to know what is true or what is not. Finally, social media can become addictive and harmful to mental health. Many people depend on likes, shares, or comments for validation, which can lead to anxiety or low self-esteem. And many of those people may feel pressure to look perfect online, affecting their confidence in real life. So, what does the future hold for communication in the future? The future of communication through social media will involve artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and avatars in digital spaces like the metaverse. Also, smarter chatbots and virtual assistants will enhance interaction, understanding emotions, responding more naturally, improving customer service and online experiences. Another important trend is a greater focus on privacy, with some main concerns about privacy. Social media platforms developers will have to improve the security and give users more control over their personal data. So, in conclusion, as I mentioned before, social media has completely changed the way we communicate. It helps us to stay connected, spread knowledge, and support important causes. But at the same time, it creates new challenges like miscommunication, addiction, and lack of privacy. At the end of the day, social media is just a tool. It is up to us to use it wisely and maintain a healthy balance between online and offline communication. That's for my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your wonderful presentation, Camilo. And I have some questions for you. First of all, why did you choose this topic?
I choose this topic because it is very important to know one of the negative effects that, as I mentioned, that is addiction. Many people spend a lot of time on their phones commenting on videos or something like that, and they don't spend more time with their family or something like that, or don't do activities that they usually used to do.
How do people express emotions on social media?
People could express emotions through, as I mentioned, text, or if they can express with words, they can draw and post those images, or can, as I mentioned, they can use a simple emoji to express how they feel in that moment.
Do you think social media improve or worsens communication skills?
Sorry?
Do you think social media improves or worsens communication skills?
I think that in a part, social media has worse speaking skills because people, as I mentioned, don't has face-to-face interactions. So just they just send messages like text or something like that. They can send voice messages or may have video calls, but it is not the same to have face-to-face interactions because in face-to-face interactions we can have different postures or gestures that can express our emotions or the ideas that I want to express.
How often do you use social media to communicate with friends or family?
I often use 3 hours per day to communicate with friends, and because 2 months ago I was addicted to my social media, so I developed I organized my schedule to use social media in a certain moment of the day. So in that certain moment of the day, my mom or my family or my friends can communicate with me, but the rest of the time I usually do many activities that I like to do.
You're talking about the one of the disadvantages or the misunderstandings. Have you ever had a misunderstanding because of social media?
Yes, I I have heard of that in TikTok. In TikTok, uh, it is a big problem because the people doesn't have the all the context to make to comment about something. So it is important to analyze information, and besides that you have heard, look for some extra information to check if that have you heard is true or false.
What do you enjoy most of communicating on social media?
Uh, the most that I enjoy is to communicate through memes because it is funny to share that kind of means to express how we feel, because if we have to express something that is bad, we can see the funny part of the of that moment. So this is my best part of communicating in social media.
Do you think social media makes people more or less connected?
I think that social media will have people more connected, but in the way that if they not are together or in the same place, they can communicate through social media. But if they live in the same city or something like that, I think that it harm that interaction that could be improved in face-to-face conversations.
How does social media influence the way people communicate in different cultures?
Okay, and the way that social media influence is the typical, as I mentioned, the kind of language that they use. For example, the teenagers use more technological language that from the other people can be very confused. So that kind of language or vocabulary maybe that kind that type of influence that have in the cultural is in change us.
How has social media affected the way people form relationships?
Uh, it has influence in different relationships because in our profiles we only see that that we want to show to the people, but we don't show the real face that we have. We want to use filters or something or saying information that is not true. So it could be very harmful to at the moment to from relationships because if the couple don't interact, if the people don't interact, they are going to know who the people are really are.
Do you think social media has improved the communication in businesses?
Yeah, I think that it has improved businesses because through social media, many customers has the opportunity to know about the businesses, about the vision, mission, the product that they sell, and also it has improved the relationships from foreigners and businesses from other countries. So I think that it has improved a lot the relationship.
Many people agree that social media affects communication skills. What is your opinion about it?
My opinion, I consider that if you spend a lot of time on social media, it could affect your communication skills because you only want to from there you only want to communicate through a message or something like that and avoid face-to-face interactions. So I think that it's important to regulate your time in social media and start having face-to-face interactions to help you to feel more comfortable in face-to-face interactions.
How does social media harm children?
Uh, Social media harm children. It is because they don't. They only spend their time that could be used to play outside or something like that. Just playing video games or some or watch something on the screen that could be very bad for them. So that's in that way social media harms children because they show a reality that children that have must not know.
Do you think social media makes it easier to share much information on internet? Do you think social media makes it easier to share much information on internet?
Mm, well, if you want to show more information on the internet, it will be misunderstood because many people don't analyze information to look more for me don't look for information beside of that line. So I think that it not will be easier.
Okay. That's all for today. Thank you for your presentation. I really like it now. Say goodbye.